Hi there everyone, this is episode 2 of BlogSpotRugby.com. The production company approved the pilot and they've gone ahead with season 1. So
Season 1, episode 2 of BlogSpot Rugby TV. There we are.
And we want to chat to you today about the Currie Cup semi-finals, the teams who are playing in that and how they performed previously in the Currie Cup against each other.
Cool. First semi-final is going to be played first versus fourth, and of course Sharks finished in first place. Cheetahs came in at fourth. They're going to go head-to-head at the Shark Tank this weekend, and we don't really see much hope for the Cheetahs winning that one. Not away from home.
Should win it.
Sharks should definitely take it. Not without, Cheetahs are without their influential captain John Smith, who's out for the whole season.
And the Sharks have completely loaded. All the Springboks are back, so
yeah. The weather is saying that it's going to be 60% chance of rain on the day, so expect a bit of a tough battle up front. But I still see the Sharks taking that one.
Maybe a bit tricky as well for the Sharks over the weekend with Mr. Bismarck du Plessis going off with what looked like a bit of a rib injury, so he may be doubtful for the semi.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do in the front row. I think John Smith might actually revert back to hooker, and Yanni du Plessis coming on at the prop, and so we'll see what happens there. I think Stefan de Blanche has done a brilliant job as captain this season. I think he's going to retain his captaincy, but John Smith's leadership is also. We all know how influential that is.
So that's going to be an interesting one, but we do put Sharks to win on that one. And then the next semi-final is Province versus the
Blue Bulls.
Blue Bulls, that's it. Nearly lost it for a sec. Province versus the Blue Bulls.
And that's going to be played at Newlands. That is going to be a cracker of a game. Each team has won their home matchup against each other this year so far. And weather's looking good. Southeaster, it's going to be like 35k per hour southeaster at Newlands, but a swirling wind, kicking game's going to come into it.
And I think if the crowd get behind that Province team, home ground advantage can mean so much in a game like that.
Yeah. I think definitely the Newlands faithful, if they can get their team going at any time, I think what's also going to be a factor is the Blue Bulls coming in, loading their team with returning Springboks. Guys like Victor Matfield, PSV's coming back into it. Morne Steyn, who had such a good season in the Tri-Nations.
He's on Twitter now as well, Morne Steyn.
Yeah,
Springbok on Twitter.
Follow Morne Steyn.
At Morne Steyn, if you guys are on Twitter. Sorry.
Little ad there for Morne Steyn's Twitter account. Anyway, but expect that to be a tough battle. Guys are going to match up front. Province coming in with this tight five this year that is dominating everyone. Bulls known for their tight five.
Andries Becker, who had a good game against the Lions, even though they lost.
Yeah,
with running with the ball.
Andries Becker had a pretty good game. He's going to be jumping in the lineouts against Victor Matfield. We can see that's going to be a good matchup. And I think it's going to be tough to call, but I think again home team advantage.
Yeah.
Province to win it
by
less than 7.
Yeah. So we see a Sharks Province final. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. List your teams who you think are going to make the final, then maybe just list who you think is going to win it as well. And let's see who's right at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that our predictions are going to be pretty solid if everything goes standard, and look for a Shark Tank final.
Yeah, so that's it for the second episode of BlogSpotRugby.com. For those of you who don't know, you can catch us on Twitter at BlogSpotRugby, and that's it, eh?
Also go look at our Facebook fan page.
Yeah, cool. Chat to you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers.